Morning everyone, Ombute Devi here with a share and practice. We're definitely going to do practice today. I was sitting and I was using my sensors, my heart math sensors, to really monitor my coherence field and see that I was in balance, that my heart was in balance. So this is one of the things that you can do. It's so great because when if you use the app or if you use the software, you can monitor objectively what your heart is doing, and you want to sort of get into the green. You wanting to come into coherence. You want to come into the 0.1 hertz experience, meaning that that's when you are in high amplified inner state. It just helps everything in your body to run more efficiently. And you're in this beautiful state of alpha, and not only alpha, you're in coherent alpha, so that you can speak to your soul better. The soul speaks through symbols and images, and you have this sense feeling that you start to really trust. And I gotta tell you, it's been so thick in the field with so much division. And last time we were doing, I was guiding this process just where I was feeling into that split and the sacred union, like between the heart and the mind, because we need both, right? How do we literally walk in to our hearts? When we're sitting between sanity and insanity, which so many of us are doing these days, how do we come into a balance between that? Because we kind of need to lose our mind. We need to lose our old mind. It's a good thing if we lose our mind, actually. I recommend it. And when we do that, we got to stay in our heart. Because nobody says you've lost your heart. Because once you lost, your heart stops, you're dead. Your soul got to leave the body. But you can lose your mind, and your heart is still there, always, 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 always. And this is like when I talk about the ecstatic heart. It's not a big thing. I use these words because I have a particular inclination through a particular worldview that has a sort of flavor, has a flavor. But that doesn't mean everyone has a heart. Everyone can relate to what an ecstatic heart is. An ecstatic heart is, when you feel that feeling of, if you've seen a baby born, the sunsets, if you look at your loved ones and you just become overwhelmed with this feeling, this joy and this emotion, that is the ecstatic. Because it overrides, it exits you out of the realm of the three-dimensional limited perception, and it opens you up to this heightened state of your sixth sense, of, you become multisensory in how you experience yourself and the world around you. That's the ecstatic in the heart. And when I say follow the rapture is that in-body sensation, that movement, that wave of joy. It is joy in action. So rapture is your joy. It is the joy in action. And it's experienced so differently, but it is a movement. It's rapturous. You become enveloped by it. It's not, rocket science here. God forbid. I have to take a little bit more of my cacao. By the way, I use the fly cacao, Mackenzie's cacao. Once a week, I get to do this. Anything in moderation, right? So I was meditating this morning. I was hooking myself up in the field, and I just could not get coherent. I was reading my scriptures, and I was like, I cannot get coherent. I was doing my mantras and I could not get coherent. And I realized that there are times when we are still metabolizing a lot, when we have opened up spaciousness and we've softened around some hard edges, and then there's spaciousness there. And then when there is that, more stuff have room to, digest. So I realized I am pretty much in high digestion. And when you are that also, there's your being, your body's also sort of shedding, right? Shedding these limitations. So this is what I wanted to speak about, because the whole theme, it feels like this month, or last month, has been about dropping identities and labels and titles and being able to bring these polar opposites, or whatever you are sitting with that you're fighting with, that inner war. Like, and for me, we can say the head. Who are you in the head versus who are you in the heart, right? How are you able to be the two? How are you able to be fierce and have that warrior, love, and still be vulnerable, still be able to receive love, still be able to have moments of tenderness and intimacy, and then still be, the person that holds your boundaries, that don't get involved in other people's shit, but can, relate to what someone is going through. Like, I know how that is. I've been there, done that. And I probably would do that again. And I totally see you. But it's not my shit. It's not my shit. So I'm not gonna take that on. And as an empath, and when we're highly sensitive beings, and we are devoted to the ecstatic, because we know the feeling. We're coming back to the feeling over and over and over again. We want the feeling. Love is a choice. Love is a choice. And love is actually an action. It's action. Right? It's the creative force that will not be reckoned with from these conventional, domesticated attitudes and projections and understandings, and being boxed into, this is what it looks like, this is what it got to be like. We are in a place right now and in a time, individually, let's just start with individually, where we are feeling something different than we used to feel. And the things that we depended on, we cannot depend on. And the things that we thought we knew, we're kind of questioning that. So I'm saying, lose your mind, lose that conditioned mind. Let this time undomesticate you, but come into the heart, come into the one thing that keeps you alive, that keeps you ticking, and that's the heart. However you define that. Yes, we have an organ, and yes, we can work with the cardiovascular system, and yes, we can measure all these amazing levels of function, high function. And we can look at our biology and go, now it is in depletion, now it is in renewal, and we can control this. We have something to say about this by choosing what we're going to engage with, what feeling we're going to ride, what wave we are going to take today, what we're going to dump into the field today. We have to choose, right? We have to choose right now. It's not the time to sit on the fence. But we do, right? There are moments where we do sit on the fence, and that's okay, but we cannot get stuck. I guess that's what I'm saying, because I know I can get stuck there. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to just go meditate. I'm going to go meditate. I'm going to just sit here and sit here. And then I feel like, when I hook myself up, I'm like, I'm not meditating. I'm not in coherence. There's avoidance here. There's avoidance here. So we got to be like really honest with ourselves. I've been a meditator since I was 20. So that's like almost 40 years. But it's, with any tool, with any practice, it got to grow and it got to expand as our consciousness expands and grows. And we are in this place now where we are stitching a new consciousness by choosing love. Not the love that we think love is or was, but this fierce, irrepressible, infinite, irrevocable, majestic, primordial intelligence that wants to experience itself in infinite ways through this spirit of humanity. And if we want to keep the spirit of humanity alive, we got to do it by choosing ourselves and choosing to stay in our hearts. What does that mean? That means that you got to be true to your feelings. You got to be so fucking true to your feelings. And you got to know what feelings are you and what feelings are these projected, conditioned feelings that you justify every freaking day. Oh, I'm upset because it's so-and-so. So is it really that? Is it really that? I do that all the time. And then I'm like sitting there trying to process a feeling that's not even mine. That, right? So this is the thing. Like, it's up. The game is up. We can't hide anywhere. We can't hide from ourselves. We can't hide from, whoever we want to hide from. We can't hide anymore. I mean, we can try, but it's so painful these days. It's not like we can't get comfortable hiding anymore, right? So let's do practice. Let's do practice, and let's understand this. I mean, the mind needs to be satiated in some kind of understanding, because then when we come into the territory and have the experience, the mind doesn't freak out. It kind of goes, oh, okay, this is what we were looking at. This was what we were and then it allows us some spaciousness to have an actual intrinsic, vitalistic, experience, touch that source of us, touch our divinity. That, our divinity is advocating for our soul, right? The depth of our divinity that lives in our heart is who's advocating for our soul as a spirit of humanity, as being in this human form, right? So whatever you call it, whatever you call source, whatever you, God, goddess, universal intelligence, vital force, you can call it whatever makes sense for you. I just want to point into what we are in relation to and what we want to amplify. And your uniqueness in how you do that is so important, right? If I say, let's go from A to B, I don't care how you get from A to B, but I want you to go that direction. Because when we are in the same movement, when we are in numbers, anchoring the same cause, the same intention, there is power there. There is so much power there. That's why I say, if we go that way, we just go that way. It's powerful, right? It's like, or if we're just going in all kinds of directions, scurrying around. It's like there's no order, and we disperse the power. We become incoherent, right? But if we come together, like looking at a flock of birds flying, when they're flying, because they're always, it's a democratic movement. It's like here, it's like small micro movements where they all are agreeing, going the same direction. If someone threw a rock in there or God forbid, did something horrible to the flock, you would see them scurrying everywhere. And then you wouldn't see that really coherent movement, right? And so we are like scurrying right now. And with the practices that I'm sharing, and with the invitation to come into the devotional community of our ecstatic heart, or whatever you want to call it, it is because I desire so much to celebrate and remind ourselves and inspire that divine spark in you, to open it up, to allow yourself to open yourself up to it, her, whatever you call it, because she's the advocate for your soul to be in the human experience. So as we breathe into our hearts, let's just sit in a beautiful posture, and we know how to soften our body. We know how to allow gravity to give us an amazing hug, because we are here on Mama's lap. And we know when we are opening up our breath and we are riding our breath into the heart, we know that we are bowing to ourselves. We are at our own feet saying, yes, I am going to allow myself to receive my own divinity. I am going to allow myself to allow my heart to pour love onto my humanity. I'm going to allow myself to receive from my own unique source that which is my birthright. And I'm going to allow myself to become coherent, to become harmonized with the consciousness that is emerging through a particular community, through a particular tribe on this planet right now that is advocating for the spirit of humanity. The HI, not AI, but the HI, the heart intelligence, that is in stewardship of the AI. Why do we bring AI? Because it's here. It's not just another consciousness. But let's not do what we do with everything else. Unconsciously use tools and support from a place of control and fear and manipulation. Let's come back into our hearts and feel into what will highly serve our own spirit. Because if we come into this humble place in our heart where we know that we are here for a short minute, and if we're gone tomorrow, which will come soon, but if we are staying in presence, because this is where we always will be, whether we are in our bodies or not in our bodies, presence is always here. Presence is what we are. And in this spaciousness, touching presence, presencing our presence by breathing into our heart, we are saying yes, yes, yes to our own divine light. We are saying, yes, 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 I am here. I'm breathing more of myself into existence. I'm opening my vessels, all my channels, and whatever's arising when I do that, the past experiences, all kinds of collective thoughts that are not really my thoughts, but it's just, I am plugged in. We are always plugged in, right? We are always connected to everything and everyone. And unless we really use the muscle of our heart to amplify and elevate our inner state, our frequency, to come above that lowered common denominator vibration, we can't open and spread our wings and fly. And we need to fly. We need to fly being so freaking rooted in our hearts this time around. We've all been here before. This is not our first rodeo. We have all been here before. Whether you've been here once before or twice before or a trillion times before, let's decide that, hey, let's root down to the one thing, the one place, the one soil that we all come from, no matter who you are, what you do, and that is our heart. So, I invite you to breathe deeply, and I want to say sensually, right? I want you to think of this breath coming in like you're touching a lover. Like you come into the heart and you're touching a lover. Like, how would you touch your lover? So ride this breath into the heart and rest into the arms of your lover. And just know, this place is your place. No one else's. And this place is unique. This lover is unique and will never be and will have never been before. This particular lover, right? Rest in her. And when I say her, please understand it's not a gender. It's not a gender. It's just the creative giver, nurturer of Source. And she is going to pour so much love upon you if we surrender the conditioning, the tightness, the prickliness, the fear, the tension, the ideations, the labels, the grip. If we just soften all of that and lean into her bosom and open up our breath. That's it. Keep opening up the breath. As you are rolling that breath in and out from the area of the heart, where you are just resting yourself. You are just resting. And if you find yourself not feeling any of this, then where you are, allow that to be as well. Don't fight it. Don't try to do anything different, but just accept what is moving or not moving in you. Because regardless, if you are breathing right now, she's got you. She's got you. And she's trying to pour so much fucking love on you. Every day, every second of the day. Because she's the advocate for your soul being in this human experience. So when we come together and we do this together, something miraculous happens. We are all touched by this new consciousness. We are all touched by this new consciousness. We are coming into a change state where we are expanding the scope of this human consciousness into this source consciousness that is rooted in the heart of humanity, that is choosing love first, that is choosing love first, and all the infinite expressions of what that is, and how we know that we are choosing love, because whatever we do in every moment of the day, we are invited to choose love. And what does that mean? It means that whatever you're doing, whoever you're speaking to, if you are feeling soft, open, feeling safe, feeling connected, you are choosing love. And if you're not, then you are negotiating love. And that's okay, because we are negotiating love all the time. And we're trying to navigate around it. But as long as we know we are doing that, that's the power. That's where we start. Because when we become aware, awareness is the key. When we become aware that we are negotiating something that is our birthright, we start to pay attention. So with this feeling, with this movement within us, we can keep following that rapture, the joy that we are. Even if it comes as just a warmness, just a bit of lightness, just softness, that's joy. That's joy knocking on the door. Let me in, let me in. So let's imagine and sense that we are radiating this feeling out to all the cells in our bodies, all the systems. Let's imagine that we are just full of it, and it could be imagining that all our cells have these little happy faces, like little emojis. The trillions of cells are just lighting up with happy faces, and maybe they are kissing like these little hearts, and just see them just flowing, just rolling over, just opening up the floodgates of that. Or there could be a light. You might see a light, a radiant light illuminating from the bosom of your heart, your divine illumination. Or you might feel warmth. Feel the warmth spreading in your body, all over. Don't forget your back body. Don't forget your tummy. Don't forget the pelvis. Don't forget your hips. Don't forget your armpits. Like everywhere. Everywhere. Like being in the fire, right? The closer you get, the warmer you feel. And the illuminate light that is the radiant light. Imagine that you are stoking the fire of your divine spark in your heart, and that radiant warmth and light is spreading out into your body, out beyond your body, into the field around you, and into the field that we are sitting in this amazing emergent consciousness that we are stitching. We are stitching one stitch at a time, one breath at a time. One coherent experience at a time. We can do this. It's here. We're doing it. We are doing it. This is not something that we are looking forward to do. This is what we're doing right now. This is happening. It is happening. It is happening. It is happening. Thank you so much for being part of this. And if you want to come and join me once a week, starting I'm going to start April 28th. I'm going to kick it off with every day, but then after that it's going to be once a week, midday, Wednesday at 12 noon. We are going to spend 30 minutes. I'm going to be live here on my channel, and we are going to come into coherence to keep stitching this new consciousness. And while we are doing that, we are being regenerated. We are tapping into the field, and we're going to come in and we are going to use this field, this new consciousness, to create healing, transformation, positive change. We're going to change. We have to change first to have the kind of healing that we really need, right? Because we can't heal from the place that created all these boo-boos, right? We got to change first. We got to create this consciousness, the new consciousness, where true healing can happen. And it will. It will. So you're welcome to come. And so just have a look out. I love you so much. I know you're out there. I know you're doing great things. I'm just one small person advocating for the one thing that I know will never change. The unstruck, anahata, the heart of humanity, the feeling, the vibrational truth of humanity. That's what I'm advocating for. So much love here. Ombute Devi.